David had just moved into a very old house. While exploring the upstairs hallway, he found a small door that was locked. The previous owner had warned him, never open that room. For 3 nights, David heard strange knocking coming from behind the door. He couldn't sleep. Finally, he bought a key and unlocked it. Inside, the room was completely empty except for an old wooden mirror covered with dust. As he wiped the mirror clean, he saw something impossible. His own reflection wasn't copying his movements. The reflection smiled while David stood frozen. Suddenly, the lights went out. When they came back on, the mirror showed an empty room. David looked around in panic. Then he heard footsteps outside the room, and someone who looked exactly like him slowly walked down the hallway. From that day on, no one ever saw the real David again. He noticed Emma looked worried and said, "Don't be afraid. A taxi will be here soon." Emma smiled politely, even though there wasn't a single car in sight. A few minutes later, an old taxi stopped outside the station. Before getting in, Emma turned around to thank the old man, but he had disappeared. The taxi driver looked surprised when Emma described him. "He used to work at the station," the driver said. "Years ago, he helped stranded passengers every night. He passed away a long time ago." Emma felt a chill. When she reached home, she found an old photograph online of the station staff from many years ago. Standing in the front row was the same man she had spoken to that night. Ryan was rushing home after work when he noticed a black wallet lying on the sidewalk. He picked it up and opened it, expecting to find only an ID. Instead, he found hundreds of dollars in cash and a business card with a phone number. For a moment, he thought about keeping the money. No one had seen him pick it up. But after a few seconds, he called the number. An elderly man answered. His voice was shaking. He said he had lost the wallet on his way to pay for his wife's emergency medical treatment. Without that money, he didn't know what to do. Ryan immediately arranged to meet him at a nearby cafe. When the old man arrived, tears filled his eyes as he saw the wallet. Everything was still inside, including every dollar. The man tried to reward Ryan with some of the money, but Ryan smiled and refused. He simply said, "If I were in your place, I would hope someone would do the same for me." A week later, Ryan was called to a job interview at a company he had dreamed of joining. When he entered the office, he was shocked. The interviewer was the same elderly man. He turned out to be the company's founder. "Hi,